With all of these sky is falling over the last couple of years, really nothing came true. Housing prices didn't fall. The median home price stayed pretty strong. Rates did get all the way up to 8%, but did start coming down. And though none of the sky is falling stuff happened, I'm really starting to think this summer could be an incredible summer to be in real estate. I know a lot of people with all the NAR craziness, that is putting a damper on, I think, what people are thinking about. But for people that are going to stay in the business, I think this summer is going to pay off in a huge way. Hey everyone, this is Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida mortgage broker. And let's start with this article from Mike Simonson talking about home sales are finally climbing. And basically saying sellers are getting back into the market. New listing home volume this week is up 18% more than a year ago. And it's basically rising 1% per week. Last year it was still declining in April, and as we roll into the second quarter, we should see accelerating inventory growth each week too. And why is that? Is because sellers are coming to grips with the fact that rates are just going to be higher, and there is so much pent up supply. If you think of the people that are not selling because they got such a low payment, a lot of them need to sell. They want a pool, they've had work transfers, they've grown their family, their work changes, whatever it is, and they really would move in a normal market, but with the big increase in payment, a lot of them are just staying put. But with sellers finally accepting that rates are probably not going to get back down to 3 or 4%, a lot of those sellers are starting to put the house on the market. Now, a lot of the increase in inventory is because of the higher rates, but again, the rates are predicted to fall as we go throughout this year. Unfortunately, the Fed is really sticking tight to keeping rates higher for longer. This is the probability for the May 2024 meeting. There's a 90% chance that rates will stay where they're at. And there's really no one at this point predicting rates to get cut. I think in May, maybe June, maybe July. We were predicting 4 to 5 rate cuts. Now it's like maybe 2, 1, 3. So I don't think rates will be as low as I thought they would be at the end of the year. But I still think there's going to be a big tailwind in the market as rates do fall. And think about all the programs coming online this summer. Hometown People's coming back. There's a lot of new first-time home buyer programs. So I really think you're going to see a lot of people enter the market, both buyers and sellers. And look at the housing shortage. Why have we not seen any price decline, even though we've had more inventory increase and buyers sitting on the sideline? These are housing shortages predicted by 11 major research firms. Fannie Mae is saying we're still 4.4 million undersupplied of where we should be, and you have all the way down to 1 million. But you can see the consensus is pretty much between 2.5 to 4 million homes that we are behind underneath where we should be. And then we have this U.S. home price forecast for 2024. We've got anywhere from 5.5% to 1.4% appreciation. I really think here in Central Florida will likely to be 3 to 5% appreciation. No one knows for sure, but really not very likely with all the people coming to Florida that we're going to have any type of price decline. And thinking with everything going on this summer, I think we could go on a tear. I'm actually getting kind of worried that the summer may be busier than what we think. And that sounds like a weird thing to say, but ultimately, a lot of mortgage companies and real estate companies have stripped down employees and stuff like that. And if the market were really to pick up quickly, we'd all be kind of fighting to get our production level up at the same time trying to get the capacity that we have in our businesses. So don't underestimate potentially needing help this summer. I think a lot of people have so many things on their plate as transactions get up. I did want to show this really cool lock-in effect and why rates aren't falling. So if you look right here, 22.2% of people have a 3% rate, 35.9% have a 3 to 3.9% rate, and 18.9 to 4. All of these people, in my opinion, are not likely to sell their home unless they really, really have to. But because rates have been higher, you can see that we have 20% of people or so that could finally end up putting their home on the market. One of the things that will make us have a terrible summer, even though the market's picking up, is one, if we get too focused on the NAR stuff. Unfortunately, as the market's picking up, that's right when all of these adjustments and changes are going to make. But the good news is there's going to be a lot of activity. Buyer's agents are going to have people under contract that are going to be out there looking, that are definitely going to close with them. But I think one of the issues is a lot of people feel like this. I don't know if you've ever felt like this, but there is a lot of stress as business picks up. There's a lot of minutia that gets added to your life. And then at the same time, I used to do this exercise called the Acts of Freedom. These are all the things that I have to do in a day-to-day basis when I didn't have a team. And a lot of realtors maybe just have them and one other person, maybe a transaction coordinator. And there's so many things to do. You have to be carving out time in your morning. One of my coaches said to me, give me your morning and I'll make you financially free. And so if you can just spend a little bit of time in the morning, and what do you do even with all this stuff to do? You look at this triad of awesomeness is what we call it. Do what you love, what makes you money, and what you're good at. And in the middle of that is where you should be building your daily success plan to do that. Because what is a daily success plan? It's basically making a daily plan around the things you love to do, create accountability, no choice, and eliminate excuses. And if you can just carve out a little time in the morning in that triad of awesomeness of the things that make you money, that you like doing, and that you're good at, it will literally change your life. So even with all the NAR craziness, I think there's so much opportunity. I think we're going to be in a tailwind. I think rates still are going to trend down. We're going to have hometown people, all of this stuff come out. I think it's going to be a really, really good summer, especially over the last couple of years on the buyer side. I'm really looking forward to it. Anyways, if you have any questions on this, how to build a daily success plan, any questions on the market, or anything I can do to help, I'd be honored to do so. This is Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida mortgage broker. Have a great day, great week. I'll talk to you soon.